in loving memory of Vilha Vital, Philemone Kaskoya, Catherine Bide.
As candle lights go up at Cardiff University, names of 147 students killed in a university in Garissa, Kenya last April are read aloud, and students here are uniting to defy terrorism. The brutal attack was masterminded by extremist Islamist group Al-Shabaab, who claimed the murder was a revenge against infidels who were denigrating Islam. Local Muslim leaders in Kenya have stood against this terror, saying this does not represent the religion. Last April's attack is only the latest in the wave of violence that continues to strike fear among many the world over, despite condemnation by a majority of Muslims. In Britain, as in many parts of the Western world, Islamophobia is now at an all-time high.
I am proud Welsh Muslim. I work in a local hospital. I contribute to national service that I am very proud to be part of. But unfortunately, I get discrimination. I walked one day through the hospital and someone begged me not to cut off his head, calling me ISIS, just because I wear the face veil.
The majority of Muslims that are in Britain have come originally from outside of Britain. Color of their skin is different. Yeah. So therefore, if they have different colored skin, have come from different places, they're associated with migration. They are all elements where racism plays a part. The fact that many of them may be Muslims complicates the issue, because then it becomes more difficult to work out, is the attack racist, or is the attack purely because this person is a Muslim?
Mariam Zainal is one of such many young Muslims. Originally from Malaysia, she's part of those paying the hard price for rising Islamophobia here.
When I decided to come to the UK to further my studies, Islamophobia was a concern for me, and still is a concern for me. And the thoughts did cross my mind, like, could I face these challenges if it happens to me?
From online abuse to firebombs thrown at mosques, there has been a spike in anti-Muslim attacks, with many going unreported. A 2014 BSA survey, for example, showed that 61% of Britons think Islam is incompatible with British culture. Close to 45% think there are too many Muslims in the UK, and 1 in every 3 British people admit to have been racially prejudiced in the last 1 year to a Muslim. These figures are having their bite.
When I first came here, my mother was with me, so it's just the two of us. And my mother, like me, we wear the hijab, and we got our first taste of an Islamophobic attack. We were in Alexandra Gardens in front of Butte building, and we were having our lunch, eating our sandwich, when this man came over. He came over to us and he said, move over. So when he screamed at us, move over, we just moved a bit over so that he could sit next to my mother. And he asked us, are you British? Are you Welsh? Are you American? And we said, no, we're not, we're Asian. And he said, so you're Muslims, as if it's another race completely altogether. So we said, yes, we're Muslims. And he started screaming at us. He said, fuck off on to where you came from. There is no place here for Muslims. And we immediately stood up and walked away. My mother just put up her hand and said, okay, we're going. And he kept on screaming from afar. He said, fuck off back to where you come from, you filthy Muslims. And he spat on the ground.
Steve Downing is part of the new breed of hardline Brits worried about the influx of Muslims into the UK. In December 2014, the Crofts Bar, which he owns in Cardiff, put out a notice which sought to brand British Muslims as terrorists.
I'm a bit suspicious of Muslims. in general simply by the way they live. They don't integrate very well, and they tend to dress in a sinister type of way, especially the women with the veil. I'd be a bit concerned about Muslims in this country because of what we see on the television. We see this ISIS group, for example, committing atrocities across the Middle East. It is cause for concern, and I look at all Muslims as the same people. They're all Muslims. I am a bit concerned about the stability of, well, society in general. You can't have people running amok like these people seem to be doing. So yeah, we've got to be careful, very, very careful. They're terrorists. Don't know what religion they are or what creed they follow. They've got to be treated with suspicion.
There is more of a, if you can say, a push in British society in the last 2 decades to assimilate all migrants or migrant origin communities into what might be called a British way of life. This begs a couple of questions. First of all, what is a British way of life? Because in actual fact we pride ourselves on diversity. We pride ourselves on being open. We pride ourselves on being a democracy. And a part of that is that as long as people are not breaking the law, they should be able to live the lifestyle they want to live.
The congregation in my mind is this assembly singing of gratitude, practicing their loving for you. Live high.
A staggering 48% of Britain's Muslim population is under 25 years, making it the youngest religion in the country. But as these groups continue to feel disconnected from the heart and soul of the country on grounds of discrimination, this is a resource wasting away, and so is Britain's long-standing fame as a home of multiculturalism.
We're always uncomfortable when we don't understand something, and we're always uncomfortable when something is alien to us. But I don't think it's all bad, because from those bad experiences that I've had, there are so many other good experiences as well. And I believe that people are smart enough to know better. There are some who don't know better, but a lot more do. And I believe that these challenges, all these Islamophobic situations, it will happen irregardless of where I am. And I think that things will just get better, and people will make it better.
Live mighty, live righteously, taking it easy.